Welcome everybody, this is TadashiiPasu bringing you a new series once again. I know, because I had the final filler for Legend of Zelda, you guys didn't exactly help me out when you were wanting to specify others in the polls I had on my Twitter account. You never really specified it, so I just chose one. And this game is another game from my childhood. I'm literally just using my channel as an excuse to play games from my childhood. And this one is called Vexx. And let's go ahead and jump right in, start a new game. I did start a previous game just to kind of make sure I knew like everything worked properly. So let's see. Yes, I am certain I want to overwrite this. So anywho, this is again another wonderful game from my childhood. It didn't receive that much attention, primarily because this game was also released around the same time Ratchet and Clank and Jak and Daxter were getting their start, and I think at that point people were kind of tired of having their pointy-eared protagonists, so I mean, I guess that was a thing. But anywho, I'll shut up and let this play.
Dark Yabu and his shadow minions drove the defenseless villagers before them, save the aging guardian of Overwood Vargas and his grandson, Vexx. Defiant but outnumbered, Vargas and Vexx could not stand against Yabu's dark power and were bound in chains with the others. They were forced to toil in the labyrinth of tunnels surrounding their village. Slaves. Beaten by word and whip, Vexx endured until his rage became unbearable. He lashed out, attacking his oppressors, but was stopped by the very shadows that answer Yabu's call. Vexx would have died then, were it not for the sacrifice of his grandfather. Enraged, Yabu turned his powers on Vargas and showed no mercy. After nightfall, vowing revenge, Vexx escaped the caves and made his way into the heart of Yabu's windship, intent upon destroying the Wraith. Fate, however, would grant him not revenge, but fortune. The legendary Astani War Talons. Unable to destroy the powerful artifact, Dark Yabu had hidden them away for years, fearful that they might fall into enemy hands. Vexx screamed as the Talons bound themselves to him forever, and his fate to that of all Astara.
Is that the end of the cutscene? I don't quite remember. Is it? Is there more? Please tell me. Ah, okay. So I can start talking again. So okay, so as you see, this is the story of our protagonist. His whole race got enslaved by this evil guy and wanted revenge against him. But in the attempts to free ourselves, we got our grandpa banished to some sort of dark blade. And we wanted to find a way to kind of fight back, and we found these awesome claws. I keep looking at the camera expecting it to be there, but I don't have it recording, so yeah, I'd luck on that one. But yes, so this entire game will actually be under the premise that we are trying to save our grandfather, which is a very touching sentiment, because, you know, we don't want him to burn in eternal damnation, because that's terrible. Yeah, so, for this entire first portion, it will be tutorials. I know, tutorials, so bad to just see tutorials, but it'll give you guys an idea of what I'm going to be doing in the games, and it is an action platformer, so, like I said, it was kind of the same deal as Ratchet and Clank and Jak and Daxter. They were again released around the same time. This game was released in like 2002, 2003, and it was released for Nintendo GameCube, Xbox, and PS2. So it was released on all three platforms for that generation. And I'm gonna go through these tutorials. I'm gonna try and fly through it, just kind of like faster pace, because you guys personally don't need to read how the game is played. You just need to watch me play it. That's all that matters. And of course, and I did mention that this is an action platformer, so there will be some fighting, some actiony stuff. So we are fighting for righteousness, as always. So, like, Legend of Zelda, we fought to save Hyrule. And Vexx, we're going to be fighting to save our grandfather, which I still think is a very nice, touching sentiment. I don't really do much for charity work, but if I'm saving family, then there is no expense too high. So, and now they're teaching us water physics. So yeah, apparently underwater, I'm like a jet, a dolphin or something like that. And I'm able to swim using my gloves. I don't really know exactly how that works. I don't know what the logic is. I'm using some sort of mystical energy, clearly. Now, in this game, you do get different power-ups, so it does have kind of the feel of progression instead of it just being kind of like repetition of using the same thing. Like again, I said, Jak and Daxter, Ratchet and Clank, you get new guns allow you new abilities, and Jak and Daxter, you got new abilities and access to new types of ecos, well, depending on which game you're playing. So, you know, it was I like these games where they actually give your characters new abilities instead of being like, hey, here, we're gonna give you this item. This item's gonna have this amount of stats. Hey, we're gonna give you an upgraded version of this item. It does the exact same thing, but it has more stats. You can attack higher, more powerful enemies. Which, again, it's not a bad system to do. And clearly I'm talking about some of the more recent RPGs out there. But, I mean, I feel like you should be able to have more of a progression kind of thing going on here. Because I like the idea where a game feels like my character is evolving, rather than his armaments are evolving. I don't know, it's a personal thing. I don't know about you guys, that's just the way I feel. I like Legend of Zelda because each item I gained gave me new capabilities, so it felt like my character was evolving because he was able to reach new places on his own abilities without relying on one particular type of thing. Whereas, say, Destiny, you can literally go just about anywhere, and the only thing that bars you from going places is the fact that you will die if you cannot deal this much damage or take this much damage because of your armor or your gun. Which, again, for Destiny being what it is, that's a good system because that's how it was made. It's not made to be, you know, well, platformer for one. Also, I love the jump boost in this. It's so fun. Just jumping around like that, and yep. Yeah, there's also ledge grabbing in this. I'm not sure. Okay, so let's see. Ratchet and Clank didn't have ledge grabbing, I don't think. Jak and Daxter did at one point. At one point, I think. I'm not 100% sure, actually. But ledge grabbing isn't actually that popular of a thing, surprisingly enough. You think, you know, it gives you that little extra edge and kind of gives more of an intuitive notion to, Oh, I just now thought of another action platformer I could play on the channel. If you guys are ever familiar with Prince of Persia. Yeah, and I'm not talking about the crappy Wii version that they made. That was terrible. I don't know why they made that. That was absolute garbage. Literally, I think they were just trying to reboot the series so it'd be more kid-friendly, which is a terrible idea. Don't ever reboot a game for that purpose. That is terrible. I can understand you're trying to get a new audience, but make sure the audience falls in line with the story itself. Devil May Cry. The new Devil May Cry, while I disagree with it, I don't really like it that much. It did draw in a new audience, and that kind of, you know, got people interested in some of the older stuff in the franchise. But I still don't like the addition, because they did remake it for the same type of audience, which is good. But the way they went about remaking it was not good, in my opinion. I don't know. Personally, I prefer the old story of Dante being half human, half devil, and, you know, brotherly fighting, keeping hell at bay, and all that jazz. That I totally prefer. And then, new Devil May Cry, which originally I was excited for. I really was. I was like, oh my gosh, a new Devil May Cry since Devil May Cry 4, which was released in like 2010 or something like that. Very old at this point, anyways. Very old at this point.
This chamber is where
I really miss having playing games like that, like the good old hack and slash. And another thing about, because like And this is where I bring
Yeah,
another
who destroyed the
game
village?
comparison where there's
Everyone is gone
like Devil May
except
Cry,
you
God of War,
and
like
old
those
Darby.
kind of games, the hack and slash.
I'd love to get my hands on
Fight
that
bosses,
soul-sucking
bosses give
monster.
you new weapons, or
But
sometimes you
old
just find it lying
Darby
around.
can't see
But
so
in Devil May
good
Cry
no more.
specifically,
But
when you fight and defeat new
you
bosses,
could stop him before he opens the
on the
door to his
occasion, the
world.
boss will actually turn
You
into
could
a
get to the
weapon
land spire
because
before it's
you
too
defeat the
late.
demon, you take
If he
demon
opens
soul,
the rift
and
again,
soul
those
becomes a
demons
new
will
weapon,
destroy
granting you
what
new
little
abilities,
remains of
which is
Astara,
absolutely
and all
awesome,
of us
and it
with
makes
it.
the game a lot more interesting
Then
because you
there'll be
can.
nothing to stop
Because
the Wraith
the game
from
is
using
about
the rift
fast
to
switching
destroy
combos,
other worlds.
and I love
It'll
that.
have to be
The
you, my
Silas
boy.
system is
Darby can't
wonderful.
go
I
with
love
you.
challenging myself and
But
see
I
if I
know
can
an
get the
old
triple S rank
I
in
can
it
talk
every
to you
time
like
I start
this.
busting out a
Head
combo.
on outside.
Now, God
I
of
can
War,
get
I
you
haven't played that
started on
much. I
your
think I only
way.
played 2 and 3. I didn't play the first one, surprisingly enough. I don't know why. I just kind of skipped over it. Not my intentions. But, oh, we have control of the character now. That's wonderful. So, what is something about this? I don't know. There was something weird about that. But anywho, so let's see. I guess I'll just go ahead and extend this to the whole 20-minute episode for the first episode, since we've been through some tutorials and things like that, and all this exposition in order to get into the game. Now, this is where the game actually takes off, and we'll, as you saw, that we will be collecting Wraith Hearts to give ourselves power, so that way we can take on the guy that wants to enslave us. In case you guys weren't paying attention, you know, like I wasn't. I totally wasn't.
Timberdale,
But anyway, we need Wraith Hearts.
Scattered throughout this land, there are 4 precious Wraith Hearts. You
4
must collect
precious
them to
Wraith
power up the
Hearts.
central gate and progress to the
Yeah,
next
so
land.
that's what we're going to be doing. This is the type of platformer. So in a
The
sense,
first Wraith
it
Heart
is kind of like
found
Spyro, kind of like
here. You must
Collect-thon,
traverse
which I
to
do
the top of
enjoy.
the giant
But it's
tree to
also
collect.
adventure and, you know, platforming, and I do enjoy platforming.
Vexx, collect
Legend of
one
Zelda
the
had
Wraith
some
Hearts, and
platforming,
I'll
not a
meet
whole
you on
lot.
the
I was
other
not good
side
at
of the
it.
central
Good
gate.
at it. But, you
Good
know,
luck, my
whatever.
friend.
It's all good. Honestly, I probably should have downloaded the PS2 version of this game, since I'll probably still hit dead zones with the controller, which is not a good idea. No, actually, no, it seems to be turned fine. Oh, and I can't break this, because I don't have the ability that allows me to do so. But later on, I will. So we'll just take a look around the first starting area, which is Timberdale, and you'll see these orbs kind of about. And hey, oh, I was hoping I can get an extra hit. But anywho, those enemies are. Honestly, I have no idea what they are. But anywho, we can climb up these. Oh, I can actually just regularly climb. I wasn't entirely sure about that. So we're gonna be looking for these. So 100 of the orbs. Oh snap! Did not realize I was there. So 100 of the orbs, and oops, there we go. 100 orbs, 6 of the skull jars, and just Wraith Hearts in general. So if we find those, we are golden. We are golden boy. Golden boy. I did not watch the Golden Boy anime. I watched Golden Time. Golden Time. And grab this. Okay, yeah. I sorry. I had the mini panic attack. I was like, wait, can my character swim? I have no idea. But I remembered, oh wait, yeah, you can. Inverter controls, not totally digging that. And I love doing that, it's so fun. Just keep, wait. Oh, he hit the ground, that's unfortunate. I just want to keep juggling him, because, you know, it's so fun just to mess with the powerless. Well, this game is actually really funny in its sense of humor later on in the game. But for now, it looks like, oh yep, there's more right there. Cool. Okay, jump down. There we go. And I'm not sure if these are supposed to be anything. Nope. Oh yeah, I can also jump on those guys' head. I don't do damage against those, but it's fun. Yeah, and these are just like little hint things. Aren't these guys kind of adorable though? Oh, nope, don't hit me. Boom. Ah, still hoping for that that uppercut though. So let's go up here, collect this jar. And yeah, so this will just be a lot of this actually, honestly. But some of the areas, they do have some really cool level design, and oh, I can change the time of day. I forgot that what that dial was for. What does this do? Hopefully I'm not explored into different day parts of the areas where I'm not supposed to. Oh, well this is interesting. I'm still in Timberdale apparently. Well, I mean, might as well continue wherever I'm going. Oh, almost missed. So, I don't know this. I'm assuming there's a... Yeah, there's a Wraith Heart over there. Cool. Oh, I missed that. I so missed that. Do I lose all my collectibles? What? So I lose all my collectibles when I die. That is an important thing to know. I'm glad I figured that out early on. So I know to be careful and not haphazardly stupid like I normally am. And you guys know it's true. I am haphazardly stupid. Don't even try to defend your wonderful YouTuber. No, Joe Bo, no. Yeah, that was terrible on my part. I'm terrible at this. Remember, I still suck at platformers. In Spyro and Legend of Zelda, what else will try to have me platform? Oh yeah, freaking Dragon Age Inquisition tried to have me platform that one time. That was a terrible idea on their part. Oh, I missed. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep moving forward. Keep moving forward. You know, like Meet the Robinsons. Okay. Okay, so that's gonna have me jump the other direction. And master of Kung Fu. Oh, whoops. I actually took damage. Did not mean for that to happen. No, you jerkwad. Ho. Yeah, you're not gonna get me that easily. Then again, I did die like 3 times previous. But this time you will not get me. For I am... What? Oh my god, I had no idea what was gonna happen there. Dope. I was honestly not expecting to get that. So these are 2 move platforms, which is very important to know because I'm not going to keep trying to jump like a willy-nilly idiot. But anywho, another Wraith Heart. But I think I'll probably... Yeah, I think I'm going to call the episode here though. Because I don't want to get too far and then get in the middle of get something and have to stop and then just leave you guys with a cliffhanger like I normally do because I'm the terrible person. Cliffhangers are evil and they should not be allowed to exist in this world.
A long time ago, the Wraiths drained all of the energy from the Rift system. Couldn't resist feeding on its power. The hearts are still full of energy that can be used to power the gates. Go ahead and put the heart into the portal in front of you. Once you've put enough hearts into the portal, you'll be able to open the rift to new locations. Get to it, lad. Every moment that passes brings that devil one step closer to reopening the door to the Shadow World. Be careful. Shadow Wraiths are shape changers.
But anywho,
Trust no one along
thank you
your
guys for
journey.
watching. This has been TadashiiPasu playing Vexx. And if you like my content, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video. TadashiiPasu, signing out. Bye, everybody.